audience, are you ready? Get the popcorn ready. It's game time. Fans live for games like this one. What's up, MP?
Number 96.
Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Rockets. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And right now, the Spurs, they just understand how good they really are. One of the biggest hurdles is to avoid complacency, though, down the stretch.
So the net starting five. And for the Spurs, Victor Wembanyama is out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then it's the dude. Then it's Castle. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And the Spurs start out with the ball. Pass to the dude. Sohan with the ball. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Brooklyn has possession. Now Thomas. The three-pointer is right on target.
We have watched Cam Thomas become more and more aggressive from three-point territory.
Pass to Castle. Here's the dude. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. It's stolen by Watson. Now, here's Thomas. Guarded closely. Here's Castle. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's his first trip to the line.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Thomas with it. Coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. Beyond the arc. Thomas with another miss. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Here's Thomas after the made shot from the dude. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Nets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Greg, this season marks MP's 3rd All-Star selection. We may have a legend in the making.
And it's becoming a routine, right? Something the fans expect to see and look forward to. MP in an all-star uniform.
And the Nets miss again.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
The dude passes to Sohan. Pass to Castle. Here's the dude. 5 on the clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Nailed from three-point land.
Such a pure stroke for his size. Wembanyama looks like he was made in 2K.
Here's Niniades with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Inside. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Outside Thomas. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Rebounded by Castle.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he can't get the first one. And well over halfway into the season now, GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Kevin, most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team, and it's more about refining their game than learning it.
Page with the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's the dude. Over to the wing. Lays it up and banks it in. The dude's got 9 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Thomas, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Nets trail by 6. Outside Thomas. Now here's Watson. Still scoreless. Page, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that one's good, the dude.
Huge advantage for Wembanyama to see over everybody.
So it's Brooklyn now. After the made shot from the dude. There's the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Page has got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Brooklyn.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Launches a 3, and the Nets another 3.
such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And now a developing story in the NBA. Let's now go live to Shams Charania, who is checking in with the details. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Hey, Kevin. With the looming trade deadline coming up, it's the Portland Trail Blazers in transaction news. Their fans are going to be excited with this deal because Trae Young has a flair for the dramatics. He makes impossible shots, highlight reel passes. His confidence never wavers. And I'm told he really believes he's going to be able to succeed moving forward. And that truly rubs off on his teammates.
Once again, Shams, as always, here's Wembanyama. 17 points in his last outing. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. The dude misses. Brooklyn's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's to Thomas. Now, here's Watson. Here's Niniades. Rebounded by Castle.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Oh, big-time slam by Wembanyama. This is why you got to push him out of the paint.
Nets trail by 4. Outside Thomas. Pass to Page for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Castle. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And here's Watson. Here's Page. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Castle. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
No, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Here's Thomas after the made shot from the dude. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
1:43 left here in the opening quarter. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. In the third. Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. The rebound by the Nets. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage.
Wembanyama jackhammers it in.
I'd say that's impossible, but he does this every night, folks. Victor Wembanyama.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. On the wing, Mitchell. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
Now, that's a guy who's willing to mix it up offensively and draw the contact and get that opportunity for the old-fashioned N1. We see you, Josh Giddey.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Here's the dude. That's good, and it's Wembenyama with the assist. Wembenyama has got 3 assists in the game. Nets trail by 7. Now, Giddey. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Claxton finds Giddey. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Let's remember, Josh Giddey's 6'8". He can get inside and draw this kind of contact.
The Nets making a switch here. Moody's checked in. Good on the second free throw.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Wembenyama passes to the dude. Good on the bucket. The dude's got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Pass to Giddey. Claxton trying to free himself up. No good with the layup.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
The Nets making a switch here. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Nets. Trailing by 13. From deep. Hits the three-point bomb. Giddey's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
That one goes in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Thomas from deep three-point land. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Thomas got 6.
Cam Thomas is a guy who is always shot ready. Nice catch and shoot there.
BB thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing.
Giddey, no good.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here's the dude. Got a hand on it.
My goodness, Josh Giddey using every bit of that frame to send that one back.
Pass to the dude. Clock at 6. Goes back up. Wembenyama with the bucket. 9 points in the game so far.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Giddey. Happy to see that one go in. He's shooting 4 for 10 with that basket.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
The dude, and the layup's good off the glass. The dude's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Mitchell outside. Outside Thomas from outside the arc. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
A nice shot by Sohan. Sohan's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct
just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And this is why many are excited about Giddey's future, showing how dangerous he can be on offense.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
All alone. Again, the Nets for 2.
That's an excellent decision by Giddey to pull up. That in-between game, so important.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the dude in the last outing against the Thunder put on a show. He scored an amazing number of points, and he did what he does best. He shared the ball and looked to get his guys going throughout the game. Those are eye-popping numbers he put up. Couldn't possibly top that tonight, could he? We'll all find out together. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Nets trail by 11. The tray. Giddey, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yes, to Castle. The three-pointer, no good. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And the voting for the dunk contest is just about over, so let's bring up the leading contenders for you. Boy, with the players on this list, you know this year's contest is going to be a fun one.
It is. And with their places in the contest almost wrapped up, I'm sure these guys are working on their moves already.
You look at Castle. Sitting at the top of the heap, looks like he'll be planning on an appearance at the dunk contest this year.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised with his athleticism. This guy has got the goods, no doubt about it. The hops are incredible, and we'll just have to see what sort of creativity he can apply.
And we're getting closer and closer to having our contestants determined. So be sure to stay tuned as we'll be bringing you updates very, very soon.
And partner, if we had the contest today, I'd be happy with the group we have right now.
Phillips, he's checked in for the Spurs. Vassell comes in for Sohan. Thomas surveying the D. Here's Page. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Page has got it back down to single digits for Brooklyn.
That's his first triple of the second period, third of the game.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Bounce pass, Thomas. Wide open. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. The Duke. Offensive rebound. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, free ball. Wembanyama.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 9.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Here's the dude. And it's denied. And here is Thomas. 6 points for him. Niniades makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Vassell outside. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Thomas with the ball. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Here's the teardrop. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Spurs out in front. They lead by 12. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the San Antonio Spurs.
When you take care of the boards, usually things turn out well, unless you're getting shot out the gym.
Which hasn't happened yet.
And we've got some trades being made around the league. Always a compelling story.
How about this, kid? Young has been a one-man show at times. Deep range, but also very instinctive passer.
I'm curious to see how he complements what they have. Then again, they might just hand him the keys to the offense. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from the dude.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Nets trail by 12. So with Lillard on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. We got the dude. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then it's Castle.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. The Nets second.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 14-point game. Pass to Watson. Here's the screen. There's the drive. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
Making plays for others, Wembanyama.
Nets trail by 16. Pass to Watson. Here's Page. Here's the three. That one misses. It's his fifth miss. He's made 4 baskets. To the paint. Here's Castle. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Castle's got 8.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Outside Thomas. Nets passing it around. Here's Page. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge play.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Shot clock at 5. Here's Niniades. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Watson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
Here's the dude. 33 points for him. Now, Sohan. Pass to the dude. Here's Gary. Drops in the tray. He's got 10.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
He takes it in, and the shot goes in.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
To the inside, the dude, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Pass to Castle. Here's the dude. He has 35. It's Sohan, top of the key. Here's the dude. Over Watson. Rebounded by the Nets. Page has got 4 rebounds in this game.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Thomas, no luck.
I'll tell you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Here's the dude. No good from outside. Nets trail by 18. Here's Niniades. It's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Wembanyama outside. Pass to the dude. Over to the left wing. From 11 feet away, and the basket is good. Sohan's got 8 points. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Now, here's Watson. He has yet to score, and it's blocked. Jumps up, and the dunk by Sohan.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Pass to Thomas. And here's Watson. Over Sohan. Wembanyama with the rebound. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
You're so right, David. We could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball. And the first one drops. Out there on the floor for the Nets.
You're doing all right. Go get him.
Here's the dude. And good that time. The dude's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Spurs. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 18. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Nicholas Claxton. Josh Giddey is out there with Mitchell. Then there's Sexton. And it's Moody in at the 4 slot.
Just finding the open man and making sure it's on time and on target. This is who Josh Giddey is.
And that one's good. The Dude's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Pass to Moody. Puts up a three. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Wembanyama passes to the Dude. Here's Gary, and it's San Antonio with another.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Claxton with it. Back to Sexton. Off target with his three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And that one, good. And the Spurs lead by 19.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Now Moody. Claxton a screen on Wembanyama. Moody's shot is off. San Antonio leading by 19 points. The Dude passes to Wembanyama. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Pass to Moody. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving, no doubt whatsoever. Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. Nets trail by 19. Sexton on the wing. Defended by Sohan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And Giddey gets it to go.
Boy, Giddey, if he becomes a knockdown three-point shooter, you will not be able to guard this guy.
Here's the Dude driving to the basket.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Mitchell passes to Claxton. Sexton with it. Here's Moody. Claxton a screen on Wembanyama. Clock at 4. The 3 ball. Giddey, no good.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama, a screen on Giddey. Castle misses.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
To the middle. Here's Gary. And that one is off. Good defense by Claxton. Giddey finds Moody. Now Sexton. On the wing, Giddey. Over Castle. And the Nets miss again.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Here's Niniades. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. Watson's got 6 assists in the game.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's the dude. Drops in the layup for 2. The dude's got 49 points in the game.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Nets trail by 21. Pass to Watson. Here's Page. Defended by Wembanyama. Page with the bucket.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Down low. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there. They are challenging them and getting it done.
That free throw missing. Craig, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Page. That's tipped. Sohan with the ball. Spurs working the ball around now. Connects again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Here's Page. It's Thomas on the wing. Now here's Watson. Craig, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And the foul on Jeremy Sohan. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Thomas. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
First free throw is good. Some changes for Brooklyn. And he makes the first but misses the second. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Nice open look, but it's no good. That one drops for him.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's Walsh. Pass to the dude. The rebound by the Nets.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for San Antonio.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the dude.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows, and that
another one goes. Incredible.
And it's 60 points again. Can't believe he's done it now 3 times.
I mean, right, 3 times. He's now tied for the third most 60-point games in a single campaign. And he makes that one. And here are the Spurs. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to the dude. Six on the shot clock.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Way to bring the effort tonight. Crowd looks hyped tonight. Better come with it.
We are bringing the community together for some friendly competition, give you all some 2K gaming tips, and just have an all-around great time.
Yeah, we're having fun. It's our summer send-off, so grab your suits, grab your koozies. We're making a big splash in NBA.